I'm gonna figure this out, Tina.
While you might have been able to enjoy the Bob's Burgers movie without ever seeing a single episode, you'd be missing a whole lot of awesome Easter eggs. And even if you did see every episode, it would be hard to spot them all. We're looking at everything we could pull out of the giant, cavernous hole in the ground. Ready? Number 1. We have a sinking feeling about this one. Let's step on a crack and bring this sinkhole back. We can't believe this was right under our noses the entire time. If you were paying attention to the sidewalk in the last season of the TV show, you may have noticed that it was falling apart as the sinkhole reared its ugly head. Some characters were even tripping on it in the last few episodes. If you did notice, good job, here's a cookie. Number 2. The legend lives on, despite his identity being revealed. There was a Ghost Boy graffiti in the One-Eyed Snake's stakeout scene. Ghost Boy's identity was first revealed to be Jordan Kagan in Season 6's The Land Ship, after Tina covered up his giant ghost tag on the ship. Number 3. The Marvel movies aren't the only thing forcing you to keep your butt in your seat these days. Hopefully, you stuck around for the post-credit scene because otherwise, you missed the zombies. Tina had another one of her zombie fantasies. This one was of riding horses with Jimmy Jr. and the undead. And while we're on the topic of zombies, did you spot the poster that said, "Brains are for eating, not for cheating"? We need that on a mug or something. Number 4. Now that Top Gun has pushed filmmaking to the extreme, maybe it's time they do a cartoon. Did you happen to notice the Top Gun dentist's office? That was most definitely a reference to Top Gun Maverick that just opened in theaters as well. But you probably knew that since you walked by all the posters on your way to get burgers. Which is better, a 2D cartoon about burgers or a movie that was shot entirely from actual planes? We agree. Burgers are superior in every way.
Fresh hot burgers, sexy burgers.
There were other fun store puns as well, including Jagged Little Pillow, a pun on the Alanis Morissette's album title. And also, So You Think You Can Pants, emphasis on the sew, a needle-pulling thread. Obviously, a nod to So You Think You Can Dance. Number 5. Did we just see an alien? Call Area 51. Wait, no, it's just a reference to Alien, the movie. Maybe. We're pretty sure Fish Odor's lawyer cousin Grover running through the tunnel is a reference to the movie Alien. But please, blast us in the comments if we're wrong. Do you think they always had big plans for Grover? He only ever appeared in a few episodes before this. And snail racing isn't exactly an intimidating thing for a villain to do. Number 6. Bottles are a great place to leave little Easter eggs. Not the chocolate ones, reserve those for yourself. Did you happen to catch that one of the bottles at the bar under Wonder Wharf said Uncle Tickletosh's Special Reserve? Number 7. Has music really not changed in 15 years, or were they just being cheeky? The music that was used in the Bob's Burgers movie trailer was the same music that was used in the first theatrical trailer for The Simpsons movie. No wonder we were feeling so nostalgic. Now we have to go back and rewatch The Simpsons movie too. But it's totally worth it for the cameos by Spider-Pig and Harry Plopper. Number 8. Did you know that the word for hamburger comes from the German town of Hamburg? This came from Hammerburg, which is way too complicated to bother describing to you. Why is that relevant? Well, it isn't really. But we bet for a second you thought there was a guy named Hamburg out there. And hey, maybe there is. In the movie, the food cart Teddy builds is labeled Bob Burgers, which is a reference to Bob's Burger OT, the outside toilet from season 3, where Teddy thinks Bob's last name is Burgers.
What?
His name is Bob Burger.
It's not.
It is.
Number 9. Everything and the imaginary horse made it into this movie. Tina's best friend and horse, Jericho, even made a reappearance, with Paul Rudd returning to voice the character.
His name is Jericho, and I don't know if you can tell, but he's imaginary.
This majestic creature made his debut in season 6, and yes, we are talking about Paul Rudd.
Hey, Tina. Need a ride?
So majestic.
Take off those bulky jeans to be more aerodynamic.
Imagine saying that on a date. Number 10. Finally, after years of pleading with the writers to give us an explanation, we got it. And it was better than we could have imagined. Despite the big dramatic plot point that Louise never takes off her ears, you'll notice we still never got to see what lies beneath that hat, even when she did her stunt. We imagine her hair looks something like Tina's, but who knows, perhaps Trashmouth lives under there. Number 11. That new movie Land Shark that's coming out was beaten by Bob's Burgers years earlier.
It's alright, we've saved the best idea for last. The big hole.
The body ended up in the dirt pile that was used to fill in the hole they dug for the mechanical shark. Yeah, the actual mechanical, slippery, spiky-tailed shark from season 6.
We dig a big hole, the shark falls in, and hopefully, end of our problems.
Yeah, no. You thought the ice cream machine brought that problem to a quick end. Cartoon logic. Giant cavernous holes underground are no biggie. Well, you thought wrong. Number 12. Where can we get our own deformed Coochie Copy? Do we have to buy it new and destroy it? Coochie Copy makes an appearance in the movie as his deformed form. This is after the Belchers drop him in the toilet and bake him too long in the oven and squish his face in the episode Flouise. The movie version we see is the version Sick Louise brought to life in her dreams. It's the Coochie Copy before Terry's heat gun reassembles the thing to have a pair of its own Coochie Copies, if you know what we mean. Hey, maybe that's where the movie writers drew the line for how much weird stuff they were allowed to add. The goal is to please fans, but also make new ones. Best not scare them off. Number 13. The Trash Panda's here. The Trash Panda's here. Sorry, King Trashmouth. One shouldn't speak with such disrespect.
Well, there wasn't a Raccoon King in our alley until I went out there and picked my favorite one.
The Raccoon King, Little King Trashmouth, could be spotted in the alley. In the movie, he first appeared in season 3 in Two for Tina and has been popping up every now and again. He should be the antagonist of the second movie, don't you agree? Number 14. The band has reassembled. The Itty Bitty Ditty Committee got a song in the movie. Do you remember them from season 5? If you don't, catch up. Yes, that was a pun. Their jams are pretty hard to forget. The song, My Burger Buns, is definitely a bit more refined than their earlier jams, if we do say so ourselves.
We're pretty strawsome. That's awesome, but with straws.
Number 15. The treehouse that's bigger than a house finally made a reappearance. They revisited the treehouse from season 5's The Odor Games.
Whoa, that treehouse is nicer than our house.
Do you remember while rent was going through the roof, the kids were launching balloons from it? Number 16. Does your butt have a fever too? Did you know that the teaser trailer, if that's what you want to call it, My Butt Has a Fever, was the first Bob's Burgers related content released by Disney that they also contracted? They may have taken over 20th Century Studios mid-season, but this is all them. Despite Mr. Frond, the school guidance counselor, trying to shut down their performance, this short got a PG rating, compared to its movie counterpart, which got a PG-13 rating. This was also the last thing they animated following the movie. Number 17. Would you just appreciate the pun and order your usual, or would you put your buns on the line and give something new a try?
He's attempting to make the most difficult burger known to man.
The Daily Burger is always something fun to watch out for. Crying all the time is one of the lamest. However, it's still one of the most creative uses of the pun we've ever heard. Get it? Other fun burger puns that could be seen in the movie were Between a Brock and a Charred Place Burger, the Curry Up and Wait Burger, the Hole in My Heart Burger, which is served with artichoke hearts, and Live to Brie Another Day Burger, although that one might be pronounced Bry. Chilly out, our puns aren't that bland. Number 18. Sometimes putting your thoughts and feelings on the internet really does get things accomplished. So keep letting the producers know what you want to see, because they're listening. But be vague, because if you're specific, they have to get NDAs involved, and it's a whole process. But it was the Bob's Burgers fandom who suggested the movie be about how the restaurant opened. The power of community cannot be underestimated. We learned that from Bob's Burgers. Number 19. We dug up some dirt on one background character. Did that guy who was scooping the dirt look familiar? That's Teddy's friend Dennis, the same guy from season 2's The Belchies, who nearly did in the Belcher family in the Taffy Factory. Number 20. That's one less pesto to worry about, we guess. After the situation that went down with Jimmy Pesto's voice actor, we couldn't help but notice his complete lack of lines in the movie. There were some incredibly obvious cuts that we bet had some great zingers. What we wonder is why they didn't just replace the voice actor. Surely it isn't that hard. They did it with other characters. Well, that's 20 already. It seems like a good time to call it quits.
Oh, I'm out! I'm literally grasping at straws!
Did the heartfelt story about Tina's bunny ears bring you to tears too? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more awesome animated content.